6, 2018. I'm at Higher Grounds Coffee right now, waiting on Kendra. We're gonna have a meeting in regards to shooting an ad for this wellness immersion workshop that her, Casey, Jason, and Autumn are doing in Kamapazi on February the 10th. At Kamapazi on February the 10th. So Jason does meditation. Autumn is really into health. Kendra, of course, with yoga. Casey with yoga. So we're going to talk about how to shoot an ad and get the most return out of it. Then we're going to go watch a movie. Kendra wanted to go on a date. Then I forgot what else we were going to do. We were going to hang out or do something. I can't remember. So about to go into Higher Grounds, hang out with Kendra for a bit. And then on top of everything else that's fucking going on at home, well, not at home, but with the girls, and other things. I kind of want to talk about it here in a bit, not right now, but just to see what's happening, share with you guys what's happening. You know, life isn't easy, so we'll see how it turns out. Alright guys, it is Sunday. I don't know the date, so I'm not gonna say it. I guess I can just look on my phone, but I'm driving and I'm vlogging, so I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I just hung out with Ashley and Devin, and oh my fucking god, you know what I found out, guys? That Lubbock has this thing called out of body pod. Fuck, I knew I was gonna forget. Out of body something, where you basically float inside of this pod with salt. So you just kind of like float on top. I don't know the details of it. I haven't looked into it. But basically, you start hallucinating or something like that. And I don't know how else to describe it. I'm going to put a link. And I want to see who wants to go with me. Because it sounds like this is something I want to do. So you have like earbuds in your ear. You're like in the water. And then he said basically like what happened with him, he started hearing his heart, he started hearing the blood flow through his body, and then because you're in pitch dark, all of a sudden it took him somewhere else, and he was like in the forest and things like that, flying over the forest. So I don't know what that means, but that sounds like fun. I want to know what that feels like. So I'm gonna put the link up. If you're watching this and you want to go with me, let me know, because that'd be badass to experience with a group of people. I think they only have 2 pods, but yeah, we'll see. Figure it out. Okay, guys. Visited the girls this morning. I've been driving around in my car. This car, when it's cold, freaks out a little bit sometimes, so it doesn't turn off. So I don't really go anywhere because I'm like, man, I can't leave it anywhere. But I was contemplating a lot this morning about what needed to be done, in the sense of what I needed to do, I guess. So it feels like things have calmed down a little bit, and I need to follow through with some steps on finalizing the divorce with so those aren't, easy steps to take, and but of course they're necessary. So you got to print off some papers, that's about it, and then get started with the paperwork. But even printing them can just seem like a fucking hard task to do, right, when it starts to become real. But yeah, so, and then I just talked to Paul because I want to try something out with companies, in the sense of, can I invest money in ad spend, and based on the return, get a percentage of the return. So instead of waiting for companies, in a sense, to spend their money and convince them that, Facebook and targeted ads is where it is, what if I just come in and spend a little bit of money and show you that it's real, with the intent of, you know, getting a small percentage of the return. So I don't know what that's going to look like. I got to try it. I got to feel it out. I got to see what happens so I can know if it's a good idea or not. So I'll try it once, see what happens, maybe try it twice. But I need to do it in a sense because I got to figure out an alternative way to make some money. And with this mentality to multiply and create, then I want to do it in today's age. So like, I just think just some weird ways or different ways that I can generate a little bit of money and having fun at the same time. And so that's what that is. Like, hey, let me come to you and let me spend some money on ad spends for you. Create, you know, because let's say you spend $100 and you generate $500 to $1,000, then that's actually really good, a really good return. So that's what I'm gonna try and see what's up. I have the interview tomorrow with UTPB, the Small Business Development Center, my second interview. And right now I'm outside of Higher Grounds, by the way, just parked here. My car finally did turn off. I just been here for like 20 minutes. But tomorrow I have that, and right now I'm sleeping on my sister's couch, sometimes in the car. So I'm going to stay tonight with Kendra because the energy, I just have really good energy with her, and I feel safe. And I feel like I can recharge and re-energize. So, because my light's out, I gotta get over there by 5:30 before it gets dark. And so right now it's like 2 o'clock. Gonna do a little bit of things that I need to do. I gotta post. I gotta create some posts. So I think that Pinnacle might be today. I'm gonna text my sister. Haven't even looked into that yet. And then yeah, I head that way and get ready for tomorrow. So that's my day so far. Alright guys, so this is my storage. I got my stuff in right now, temporary. Just thought I'd let you know. It's how life is for me right now. So I just come in here, get my stuff that I need, and then yeah, that's it. Carry some stuff in the back most of the time. I'll show y'all real quick. Probably can't see through there, but things like that, blanket, pillow. Anyway, just in case. That's my life right now. Alright guys, so talked to Paul, decided that with those 100 I'm going to put in an ad for a company and see if we can produce 500 to 1,000 and then make a little bit of money off of that. So I'm not printing these divorce documents because I have no or maybe I can't see it, but I felt like there's no other way. So when you're, I guess, living the way I'm living, I'm limited a lot. So I don't have capabilities to print at the library because there's like 20 pages I need to print. And I went over to Ruben's, he didn't have paper. So usually what that means, like now with being self-employed, is usually I would go home and put in, you know, work that I need to put in online or whatever, and just do what I do. But with no home to go to, I usually just drive around and park in the parking lots and do what I gotta do. And then right now my light's out and I just found out it's $150, so gonna have to wait on that, which means I'm limited to driving in the day, I guess. And so like now I just spend a lot of time driving around almost aimlessly, and not that I don't have a schedule to keep, it's just so much easier when you can have somewhere to go to that's safe and comfortable. So this is the other side of dealing with what I'm dealing with, making the decisions that I'm having to make or decided to make. Where that affects, my home life and how I live my life. Like, right now, like, pretty much not have somewhere to go to. And that kind of sucks. That'll mess with me for a little bit, but then I'll get over it. Because what's happening is something that needs to happen anyway. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because today's not like some big, where I have a lot going on. Today was a time where I needed to spend to myself, to do some things I needed to do for myself. And sometimes I get crippled by just taking the first step, and then you get to a point I get stuck because of finances, and so my thought process gets stuck as well, and it's not good. So it's just I don't know how to describe it. It sucks. I don't like it right now. I don't like this part of my life right now, where I'm having to just deal with I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the day ends up like, though. Talk to Ruben a little bit. Help him tomorrow hang up a sign. Then we're gonna meet with Paul to design this ad for Printervision and see what comes of it. Alright guys, so remember today is Monday when this meditation class that I was invited to gets back up to running. So they were off for 2 weeks, and this is a meditation class that I found out through Chris, who works at Strawberry Fields, and I mentioned something about meditation, and he told me about this meditation class that gets together every Monday, and that he's been coming for 10 years. So again, synchronicity. I knew as soon as he mentioned it, this is something that I was supposed to embark on. So here I am. It starts at 6:30, and for the second time. So I am going to audio record it and upload it later on the podcast. So yep, just want to let you guys know. And then I'm in my night again with Kendra, and we're gonna eat, and she makes really good curry, so I'm excited for that. And then talk about a couple of things, and then I'll get ready for my interview for tomorrow. I got a couple outfits picked out. I'm not sure which one I want to wear, so maybe she'll help me out with that.
Probably 2003, something like that, 2002, 2003, somewhere in there. I've always been drawn to it, and I read the Yogananda's book many years ago, which is, kriya yoga.
Alright guys, just got out of my meditation class, and I just found out it's actually kriya yoga. So to me, it's pretty interesting that over the last year, and really maybe over the last 6 months, that, what the heck? Okay guys, I'm not sure what was happening there. I think the phone forgot to adjust the landscape or something. Anyway, I left that in there. It'd be funny as hell. Just got out of that meditation class. So that over the last 6 months, it's interesting that the universe has put in my path 3 different types of yoga, and made it possible for me to be a part of the classes and to have really great teachers. So just right now, I'm just like, because I almost didn't go today because my light's out, and I'm a little hesitant because of limited because of beliefs and inherited beliefs and things that have happened to me that in a sense have caused me to have this energy towards authority. So I was debating whether I should go to the class or not because I have to drive to Odessa afterwards. And I'm glad I did, because I found out that the meditation I just committed to on Mondays is actually Kriya Yoga. So because of that, I'm now much more dedicated and much more committed and much more interested in each particular yoga. So it's just again, it's not a coincidence, it's synchronicity. The universe is trying to tell me something, allowing me to participate in Kriya Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Kundalini Yoga, and pretty much just dumping it on my lap over the last year. So something's going on, and part of the reason I want to vlog and record it all and document it all is to look back and be like, I knew that something was happening. So yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. I'm really hungry, especially after Kriya Yoga. They say you get really hungry, drink a lot of water. Can't wait to get to Kendra's and be able to eat her curry. Ooh, she makes it so good. And she'll help me decide the outfit I'm gonna wear tomorrow, and we'll just have a great combo. So really excited about this part of my life.